This is Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
We are at Darren Kaligian Stadium, and it's time for the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week, featuring, well, two good ones in the Division I semifinals. The Bullard High School Knights against the Central High School Grizzlies. Your pregame show is delivered by HR Mobile. Call HR Mobile Services for all your human resource needs. Hello, everybody. Ralph Wood along with Vince Wesson. Thank you for joining us tonight. We think we're going to have a good game, and I'm starting to feel the vibes already.
Oh, yeah. And look at those records, you know. 10-0, 10-1 versus 11-0. Couldn't ask for anything better. The chalk has played out in Division I. We got 1 versus 4 on this side of town. Over in Clovis, they got 2 versus 3. Is a great Final Four for the Division I.
There are some electric players out there expected to make electric plays. Tell me about some of the guys who got your eye.
Electric is a perfect describing word for Shalom Welch. Probably the fastest man on the Bullard team, but let's talk about his strength. He can squat 400 pounds, and he can deadlift 300 pounds. Best kept secret in the section. Why? He played behind Marcus Fulcher last year, and this year getting his opportunity. 5 TDs last week. Just ask the Cougars. This kid can ball.
He's not the only one you expect to make an impact.
No, I love me some Jalen O'Neal. Coming from the edge, big boy, but plays with a lot of ferocity, comes to the puck, gets to the pass rusher on ease, outside edge rusher. He's going to tell him with the guy by the name of Takai Posey. They're going to try to make life miserable for Jamison Silva tonight.
Kind of hard to narrow him down when you have so many great players on both sides. Tell me about the Grizzlies.
Well, Ralph, I'm kind of old school. I believe in be true to your school. I'm not big on all this transfer stuff, but it has worked out for Jamison Silva. Started his career here at Central, was behind Trent Tompkins, moved to Edison. That was a catastrophe. Came back home, and let me just say this, 36 touchdown passes, 1 interception. He's made the right decision without question.
On the defensive side, we've been watching Jacob Jones since he was
Is it me, or has Jacob Jones played varsity for Central for the last 7 years?
He's amazing.
And that's what happens when you get a talented freshman, you play him up on varsity. Not only is he a young kid, but he's a leader, too. And he'll go sideline to sideline, has a very high football IQ, 4.0 student in the classroom. Love me some Jacob Jones.
All right, let's roll right into the keys to the game.
Well, if you're Donnie Arax and Joseph Ferris, you've got to think March Madness. And what happens in March Madness with any type of upset, the lower seed has to put pressure on the higher seed. Make them do things uncharacteristic. Make them uncomfortable. Push it down to the end. I saw it a couple weeks ago. Rhonda DeRuiter, Clovis West Volleyball, 4 seed, upset the number 1 seed, Clovis North, by hanging around, putting pressure on them, and then pulling it out at the end. And if you're Central, it's your second season. All you heard all summer, well, let's see how good they're going to be without Trent Tompkins. Well, look at them. They're undefeated. They're the number 1 seed. They got a packed crowd, packed house here tonight. And now it's their next season saying, now we want a 3-peat.
2 of the best programs in the Valley getting set to go head-to-head. We'll be back to kick it off after this timeout.
Music is loud. You there? This music is loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah.
Tonight's first quarter sponsored by Bowman and Associates Insurance Company. Protect your crops, protect your livelihood. Here come the Grizzlies. We'll see their offense first. Bullard won the coin flip and deferred. And there are going to be stars all over the field tonight.
Yeah, that's an understatement. We got some playmakers, and Bullard has some too. So this ought to be fun. This ought to be fun. Central favored throughout the year from the summer on. But the talk was, what can they do without Trent Tompkins? Well, they're 11-0 right now. It doesn't look like they've skipped a beat.
They've caught lightning in a bottle right now. They are in quite a run. Seems like they have everything here at this program. They have the student support and the fans here. They have a great facility, and they have the talent.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what happens. When they get that number one seed, they play on turf. If you think they're fast on grass, they're much faster at home on this turf. They can boogie a little on this turf.
Now our national anthem. Central High School marching band with our national anthem tonight.
Unbelievable student crowd tonight. If we had to give a spirit award for the year, easily Central. Look at that. They are everywhere, on top of each other, and that is student stands, not just parents, not just well-wishers. These are all students. Just packed that stadium.
And lined up outside about 2 hours before.
Well, I got here about 5:30, and there was a line all the way around the corner there.
Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller.
There's no place like home. FNR back again at Central High School. Ain't no party like a CG party, because a CG party don't stop. But in order to start, it just takes 3 magic words. Friday night. Let's go!
Side and drop at the 30. So that's where the Grizzlies will take over. David Brown on the return.
And they'd like to start on defense. Bullard deferring. What a performance they had last week versus Clovis High. 41-0 at half, and the game was pretty much over then. Probably Bullard's best performance all year. But now, they're not playing Clovis High. They're playing Central.
Raleigh Conley. Maybe a half yard, but stuffed and pushed back.
Jaden streets. Number 8. This is an impressive defensive line. Okay, here's the offense first. All 4 receivers can take it to the house. So the key is you might have Drake Greeley matching up on Jeremiah Hunter, but who's going to guard the other 3? That is what you got to come through. Okay, you got Heyman. He can X out one of them perhaps, but the difference is they will find the open receiver on a mismatch.
Silva with the pinch. Coming in the near side, and again, not much there.
Yeah.
Bullard defense snips it out. That time Hunter was the ball carrier, Jeremiah Hunter.
Little fly sweep, and there's our starting quarterback, Ralph. Cries through the money. They are going old school here, playing guys both ways. He will start at quarterback, and he's starting at safety also. Got to have your best 11 players on the field. Bullard looks good thus far.
3rd and 10. Silva to Conley. Going to be short of the first down. Taken down immediately after making the catch at about the 38. Brian Garcia and Tavion Walker on the stop. Conley may have had a knee down when he caught that ball.
I said Heyman before. I meant Drake Greeley's going to guard one, and Kobe Jenkins is the one. Jenkins committed to UNLV, so they feel good about their corners.
4th and a couple. Central looking like it might go for it here from the 38.
And they will.
Pass complete. First down. That's Anajay Simpson, senior, with the catch for the first down.
Now Simpson's a guy that's concentrated so much on basketball, he really didn't give the effort and have the mentality for football. But this past year, after his junior season, dedicated himself to football only, and playing football the right way. And I'll tell you what, if you take a look at 88, when you're on the field, he's got a Pac-12 body. That is for sure. He's going to be a good one down the stretch.
Conley picked up 9 on first down.
And I call Conley, as we talk about this Central offense, he's probably the queen on the chessboard. Can hurt you in so many different ways.
Takes the pass to the far sideline. There's another first down. 1st and 10. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
Wally Conley's had some big games on Friday Night Rival. Looks like he's put it on some mom's cooking, too. Gained about 15 pounds since last year.
And he'll tell you that's all muscle, Vince.
Look at him going through people.
Silva looking to throw to the near side. Has a receiver wide open.
Oh, what a move.
Conley reverses his field inside the 20.
So electric is Conley. And I said this before. Reminds me a lot of Fresno High great Keith Gooch. Keith Gooch went on, played at Fresno State, then went and played in Canada. This is what this kid reminds me of. Look at that. Just shaking him, leaving him stiff in the tracks there. A lot of wiggles to him. Which way did he go? Whoop, 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 whoop. There he is. Wally Conley.
They're in the Toyota red zone now from the 18. That's Jacob Jones, who we featured defensively, getting in some offensive action. Would not go down.
But it looked like the play was like there was an inverted whistle or something like that, because everybody kind of stopped.
He appeared to have been stopped, but he didn't actually go down. From the 12, Silva lobs it to the end zone, the far corner, and overthrown.
Just not enough. Not enough room. Ran out of real estate there. Good loft on the ball by Silva, though. Remember, 36 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
This is 3rd and 3. stopped short
Now,
after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, and if you went for it on your own, 37-yard line, I'm sure they'll go for it here.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. This is another fourth down play deep in the Toyota red zone.
If I remember, the Achilles heel Central last year was their field goal kicking in general. Doesn't really come into play here.
Pass to the near side, stretching inside the 5. That's Simpson. Going to be first and goal.
It's pick your poison with the Central offense. Wally Conley, Jeremiah Hunter, Manuel Oliver Davis, and now A.J. Simpson doing work. And don't forget Xavier Worthy, probably the fastest Central receiver.
Conley plants his foot, darts left. Is he in? Just short.
Remember, had him in a fourth down situation, and since then it's been all Central. Boy, he's got some shake. That first guy, you don't even have to block the first guy because he'll make a miss. Look at this bunch formation. Too easy.
Jacob Jones just hurtled over the left side up the middle of the touchdown.
And they get foot to foot.
Here's another look at the Porter Sims touchdown. Up and over. And in.
And like I said, that offensive line to get foot to foot, and then the push happens. You got Robert Lopez, E.J. Berquist, Lamont Lane, Matt, Red McCullough, and of course D.J. Tatum.
Extra point is good. 7-0. Central strikes first. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Central with an early 7-0 lead over Bullard in the semifinals. Getting ready for another JR Sports kickoff, ramming over the competition. Maybe a short kick, taken at the 19. Out across the 30, and then a big hit. Jalen Utendahl, I believe, is the returner.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the JR's booth camp. We got a special guest tonight.
Yeah, Don Smith is here.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Vince.
Long-time official.
Yeah, he's going to be our Mike Pereira. Anything that happens on the field there that's questionable, we need a rules breakdown. We're going to bring Don Smith up. So hopefully he can just sit back here to watch the game. But if not, Don's going to break it down for you and tell us what went right, what went wrong, and anything else to do with the officials. Thanks for being here, Don.
Thank you.
Now, Don, I got one quick question before you go. 7 officials tonight compared to 5.
Okay, what CIF has done is they've realized for the bigger, high-profile games down the road that they need more officials. So they have implemented 7 officials being out here for the semifinal and final. So all of the games throughout the Valley tonight have 7 officials on them.
A pass is complete to Jalen O'Neal down the far sideline, cross midfield.
And Kai Tsunomato is at his best when he's on the roll. When he's on the roll here. And this is a good little athlete. Listed at 155, I'd say about 140. But just wide open there. And there's the versatility and athleticism of O'Neal. Defensive end on one side of the football, fullback, H-back on the other side of the football.
On 1st and 10, this is Welch again, maybe a yard.
Yeah, and you talk about defensive linemen. I talked about Posey. I've talked about O'Neal. Well, Central has a monster, and that was number 99. Got to him, didn't make the tackle, but that's Ricky Correa, already committed to the University of Cal, and he is a football player. He takes up half your screen. Just check out that nose guard.
Now Tsunomoto's going to keep it, and nothing there. He's thrown back. May have lost a yard back to the original line.
Jacob Jones. Just being Jacob Jones.
There's the offense that faces now a 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Navarrette's a guy to keep your eyes on, too, up front.
Tsunomoto has a man deep. Pass to the near side, complete.
Yes, he did.
Faison Allen.
What a
saying, I caught that, didn't I?
Yeah.
I believe there's a penalty on the play.
What a catch. What a throw.
An ineligible man downfield is going to be the call, so it's coming back. There was a Midland Tractor flag on the play. I never saw it, but I did see the officials confer it.
Ineligible downfield on the offense, number 77. Still 3rd down.
Fans, you can live tweet Kevin Miller at hashtag FNR Fresno on who you think is the player of the game. Brought to you by Donald P. Dick.
Now, question I have with Don Smith here in the booth, ineligible man downfield, was it a receiver covered up?
I would say it probably was. It was just a formation error. Probably the slot back thought he was supposed to be on the line of scrimmage and wasn't.
3rd and 15. Tsunomoto reverses his field. Fires it downfield, complete. Inside the 30. The ball caught by Kobe Jenkins.
Okay, now, worst thing that's going to happen to Central is X's and O's don't matter with Tsunomoto back there. He has turned this into a schoolyard game. All right, all the way on one side. I'm going to go all the way back on the other side. I make the ref fall. And I bring it downfield right on stride to Kobe Jenkins. He juked the ref.
First down, he slings the pass to Davis.
Yeah. And that is the worst type of athlete to defend for, because you don't know what he's doing. Went one side, went all the way back to the other side, and hit the guy in stride. A little bit of Doug Flutie-ism.
Or I would say the guy the 49ers had some trouble with this last weekend, Kyler Murray, huh?
Yeah.
Second down. Greeley,
Yeah.
pushed out of bounds close to the 10.
All right, you remember, everybody remembers A.J. Greeley. Well, meet baby brother that's got a lot of talent himself. A.J. Greeley helped Edison win, I think, the 2013 Division II title over Liberty. Well, here's his baby bro, Dre, and he's got skills. Look at this. I'm thinking turn it up, you want to get it in the alley. But with his speed, he was able to get to the edge and have a good gainer.
In the Toyota red zone just outside the 10. Tsunomoto turns and hands it off. This is Takai Posey, pushed back. They'll give him forward progress of about a yard. Be sure to pick up a copy of the Valley Football Guide, the #1 source for local high school football, Fresno State and the NFL. Pick up your free copy at participating Wendy's and KFC locations.
Jacob Jones, not on my watch. Will you run in between the tackles?
Pass, caught, breaking a tackle inside the 10, down near the 5. Allen again.
Yeah, showed up big here. And watch him carry just Carter Anderson. Carter Anderson got taken for a ride. Is that an E ticket or a D ticket? Now, Carter Anderson's the kid that played at Bullard 2 years ago.
On third down, Welch.
There's that strength.
Trying to push the pile inside the 5.
There's that lower body strength I talked about. A guy that can clean 300 pounds and can squat 400 pounds. He is thrown together. Muscles in places where I don't even have places. You got to see this kid in practice the other day. Good looking kid, very humble kid. I want to be his agent, Ralph, because if he doesn't make it in football, he's going to be a Macy's model one day. I'm telling you right now. He's got those Ralph Wood looks going with him.
Okay.
Mom and Dad, you did a great job with him. What a humble young man. Just appreciates everyone and everything.
Knights are going to go for it on 4th and 4. Tsunomoto looking. Now he's going to come back this way.
Here it comes.
See if anybody can get open. And nobody's there. Thrown down at the 10. So he ran from sideline to sideline, but couldn't find anybody open.
The difference is this time they had a back end. The back end zone acted like a defender. Well, there's Central guys sucking air on that one. And just nowhere to throw it, and a lot of it dealt with the back end of Jacob Jones coming in and just cleaning up the mess. Good start for Bullard, but you got to get points.
Shando Lopez also helping out on that play. Now first down, it's Conley coming back the other way. Breaking tackles, running over defenders all the way out to the 40, maybe the 41. Ball comes out, but the official says he was down.
Something special, Quali Conley. Remember, started as a running back. Let's get a look, see when that ball comes out. John Smith, correct call?
Correct. Okay. He's down.
Gabriel Emerson, the ball carrier on that play. Coming up, it's your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Subway Scholar Athlete. That's coming up at halftime. On second down, they keep it on the ground, and Emerson again out to the 49. Be third and about 2.
And what you get there is a change of character in backs. For one, you got the slash guy and the speed guy in Conley. Then you got the power guy and the muscle guy in Emerson.
Couple of nice moves. Yeah. Emerson gets it down inside the 40 to the 36.
A ferocious stiff arm on that one. Because Bullard had him stopped at the line of scrimmage, and that stiff arm was just lethal.
That was a lightning fast first quarter. Yeah, Lightning fast first quarter brought to you by Bowman & Associates Insurance Company. Protect your crops. Protect your livelihood. We have played 7-0. Central with the lead over Bullard. We'll be back to Collegian Stadium after this. Time. Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Fashion Furniture across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California. First and 10, Central from the 36-yard line of Bullard with a 7-0 lead. Silva going to throw on first down to the far sideline, well overthrown and incomplete. Intended for Simpson, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, intended for Simpson, but again, great coverage by Bullard. They've got some corners that can run. They got some dudes that can hustle. So it's not just going to be that easy. Not going to be able to pick it apart that way. That was Kalen Wiley, I believe.
Conley back in there. Silva wanted to go to Conley at first, but instead launches it downfield and complete. Worthy, the intended receiver. Xavier Worthy.
There's one I thought and I assumed that Silva might tuck and run. A little different from Trent Tompkins. What I like about Silva this year, he's been his own man. He's not tried to emulate Trent Tompkins. He's tried to emulate Jamison Silva. He's done a great job just doing what he does best. Missed that throw, but he'll be back.
3rd down and 10. Silva trying to buy some time. Drop from behind.
There's our guy Posey. I tell you, they got some bookends in O'Neal and Posey. They can play a little. I got
Guy Posey, a junior.
Yeah. And I got to talk to head coach Rich Hammonds, and the first thing he raved about these bookends and O'Neal, and right there, our guy Posey. I see you, 20. Well, will they actually punt?
It's 4th and 15.
What a
booming punt.
Yeah.
Bounces into the end zone.
The problem is,
Touchback.
if you're a cover guy and the guy fast breaks, you got to go all the way to the end line. But it's obviously Central's not used to punt.
Send it back downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
All right, thanks, Ralph. Face-Off was an event held at Central High School, a chance for students to remove the facade of their masks and get real with one another. I'm here with Mariah, who won a band competition, by the way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Why did you do Face-Off? What was the inspiration?
I think the reason why peer connectors do Face-Off, it's to give like everyone a chance like at the school to like connect with one another and like talk to people who they don't know, because a lot of the times like people have like things they need to get off their chest, but they don't want to talk to an adult, and sometimes they may feel uncomfortable talking to their friends because they think that they might spread it. So that just gives them a chance to like just come and like let things off their chest and like have a good time. Right on. We appreciate that, Mariah. And then Precious, what are some activities that you did with the students during Face-Off?
Well, some activities we did was like the golf ball game where we first learned how to each other's name, and then the second one we would do is human knot, where we connected each other by our hands and tried to untangle ourselves, and which is just team building activities.
Yeah, what a wonderful team you have out there on the field and at your school. And then Alan, have you seen a difference on campus since Face-Off?
Oh, I have definitely seen a difference since Face-Off. Ever since Face-Off, I've definitely seen a lot of people come together more. And especially myself, I've actually made a couple new friends in Face-Off, and it's just made a great impact on me in Face-Off. But it also just proves that we're breaking the stigma. The stigma right now is it's like Face-Off is only for like the depressed and sad people, but it's really not. I mean, really, yeah, we have people talk about what's going on in their lives. Face-Off. Right? Indeed.
And removing that veneer,
yes,
getting real, making those connections, and we appreciate the Central Grizzlies with their Face-Off. Let's keep the conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno. Ralph Vidal, back to you. TD! That's how we do it!
Thank you, Kevin. Wendy's is proud to sponsor the Hot and Juicy Side on the Porch with Kevin Miller as we take another look at the Portisubs touchdown by Carter Anderson.
Yeah, what we missed.
Costly turnover.
Yeah, costly turnover. And you're Donnie Arax, you're Joseph Ferris. You can't upset Central when you give them a short field like that. You can't even really blame that one on the defense. That's too short of a field for them to convert and get the ball back.
Extra point good. 14-0 now, the lead for the Grizzlies, and the fumble just looked like something happened on the exchange.
You can catch a replay of that. Here we go. Triple handoff there. It's in the man. Yeah, he's looking upfield. And good job by Kai saving the touchdown down there, but later it really didn't matter. That's just Welch not looking it in and just he took his head off. He's looking at the defender there, thinking about his next move. Got to have ball security.
Cameron Bond scooped it up like a shortstop.
Yeah. And again, Carter Anderson getting into the end zone, that means a lot. Like I said, he started his career at Bullard. And I think we featured him one game, Ralph, before the game started there. He was one of our key players. And then now he's decided to transfer to Central. It's been golden for him.
Nolan Famavong to kick off. It's another JR Sports kickoff, ramming over the competition.
Again, you just cannot have turnovers against Central if you're going to try to pull the upset.
Welch to the 30, breaks into the secondary defenders there on the kick cover, out across the 40. He almost broke that one.
He almost had it, and he's the type of kid that can do it. So they got to get the ball back. Now, do what you do best. You're going to have to run the football the way you ran against Clovis High, some play action stuff. Can't panic down 14. We watch our guy Welch here, scooping it up. Getting in that scene, and there's the strength right there, and almost got through there.
So the Knights will start at the 41.
And they need a positive drive here. Can't have a 3 and out.
Last time they had it, they drove it down to about the 10 and couldn't produce any points. Oh, he was hit by his own guy. Welch ran into the back of the quarterback as he was throwing it.
Welch had run, and Kai had passed. That was almost disastrous.
Let's take another look at what happened here.
Yeah. And didn't look like he was ready to get the handoff. It looked like he was stepping up for protection.
No gain on the second down play. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, look at Korea. They just cannot move Korea. All right, so Watson getting rest.
Tsunemoto alone in the backfield here on 3rd and 10. Immediately goes into the scramble mode. Unloads it. Incomplete.
No idea who he's throwing that to.
Well, Conley was maybe the closest one.
Yeah.
Time for our salute to service. MD Manuel Insurance wants to thank all of our servicemen and women for the freedom they earn for us each and every day. Fourth down, the Knights will most likely punt it away. Really with the kick, taking on a couple of bounces inside the 20, return back out to about the 20. That's Hunter on the return.
Yeah, and Jeremiah Hunter, he's helped this game. As many of you know, he's committed to Cal. But what I like about him, now he's returning kicks to go along with being an outstanding wide receiver.
Fans, you can live tweet Kevin Miller at hashtag FNR Fresno on whom you think is the player of the game. It's brought to you by Donald P. Dick. Central starts from the 21, already leading 14-0. High snap. Handoff to Conley. Runs out of bounds at about the 27.
Yeah, he gets 7 yards in his sleep.
Well, you think about the difficulty of having a quarterback who is on double duty like that.
Yeah, how tired can he be? And, you know,
not just being tired, but when do you get to the sideline to make any adjustments or take a look at what's going on?
Well, they're going to have to rest him at safety.
Yeah. Well, he's out there now, and he took a big hit on that last touchdown. The guy ran right over him.
Going to have to rest him at safety, right?
Yeah. Welcome back into the JR Sports booth cam. That's the view. As the Grizzlies trying to get enough players out on the field for this play. It's 3rd down and a yard from the 30. Got the first down. 40, 45. Out near midfield is Quali Conley, dragging defenders for much of the way.
Yeah, Quali, I'm running out of adjectives to describe this guy. Makes me have to break out my spectacular vernacular with all the things he's doing. There's the shake, there's the rattle, there's the roll. He's got it all.
Silva complete, and then retreating and losing yardage after the catch is Worthy. Loss of 1.
It's a pretty decent secondary. From what I've seen thus far, pretty decent secondary. You see our guy Kai Tsunemoto coming in, and no yards after the catch with that one.
Conley to the far side.
Yeah, I like what they're doing there. Assuming Bullard's going to slant wide side, they go back to the short side and try and get it in the alley there.
3rd down and 6. Make sure to pick up a copy of the Valley Football Guide, the #1 source for local high school football, Fresno State, and the NFL. Pick up your free copy at participating Wendy's and KFC locations.
Pretty good job by Bergquist and Lamont Lane on that right side.
3rd and 6. And Bullard's going to stop him well short of the first down. Referee Chuck Calvert getting in there immediately and saying none of that stuff now.
And a lot of these guys know each other back since the Tenaya Braves day and playing Pop Warner together and midgets and all this other stuff. So they are familiar. Uniforms might say Bullard, uniforms might say Central, but they know each other. Look for something here.
4th and 4. Timeout, Central. We'll take a break as well. It's a 14-0 game. Central leading Bullard. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the U.S. Army. By Smile Cam, brought to you by Toyota.
A lot to smile about this year.
A lot to smile about for these Central Grizzlies. Again, Smile Cam, sponsored by Toyota.
Okay, it's time for famous names associated with this game. How about for Central? How about for Central? How about Mike Baker, the touchdown maker? Was outstanding here. Ralph, he would got it going. We were on Thursday nights. Mike Baker was an outstanding quarterback here. According to Bob Burnett, passed for 7,223 yards, 71 touchdowns. He passed the baton on to Trent Tompkins and really got it rolling. I just loved watching him play. Such a great leader. Led to a lot of big victories for Central. Haven't forgot about Mike Baker, the touchdown maker, outstanding quarterback here at Central High School. And now they got another good one. First, passed it on to Tompkins, and now Jamison Silva.
And they're going to have to pass it on again next year.
Yeah.
Silva lets it go on the run. That was a 4th down play.
Yeah.
And incomplete, so they turned it over on downs. He could have probably run for the first down. Chose to pass, overthrown.
Yeah, and there's the key. If that was Tompkins, he would have took off there. That's not Silva's game. Did a good job to extend the play. Just didn't play catch. You know, Bullard has not played that bad. Okay? They've given up 2 in that first opening drive for a touchdown. They gave up 2 fourth downs that turned over to first down. Okay? They had a short field down at the other end. They've just got to get some consistency on offense and do what they did that first drive where they drove it down but just couldn't get any points.
Tsunemoto looking, fires it deep downfield. Incomplete, broken up. Looked like both had it.
Yeah.
Both the defender and the receiver.
And that, Ralph, let's just call that athletes in action.
DeCarlo Hewitt, the defender.
Yeah. And watch Welch almost pull a rabbit out of his hat. Unbelievable.
Both had their hands on it.
Yeah. I think that was a dummy. I've corrected there.
2nd and 10.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, DeCarlo Hewitt. Athletes in action going in. Yeah. Okay, they got to get this guy going somehow, some way. He's going to be the bread and butter. I'll give him a couple knocks. He's got to get that 4 and 5 yards. And trust me, you talk about a home run hitter, they've got it in number 1.
3rd and 8. Tsunemoto gives it back to Welch, and he's dropped in the backfield for a loss.
Just too many black shirts. And there's our guy, Correa. You talk about the defensive linemen. Boy, do we have some defensive line. This has been the year of defensive linemen. And look at that. Goes through 2 guys like they're not even there. Now, I didn't even want to call out the Bullard guys. Let's just say this, ladies and gentlemen, that man on your screen, that's a grown man. That is Ricky Correa. Pac-12 Cal commit, and this has been the year of the defensive lineman.
And if he didn't make the tackle, there were 2 other Grizzlies there to back him up.
You can just have a 7-year-old kid critique that. There were more black shirts there than white.
Waiting on Greeley's punt.
Okay.
And I guess we're going to have a timeout. So let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller.
Thanks, Ralph. Xfinity is one of our proud sponsors of Halftime. And representing Xfinity and Comcast, I have here Jeremy Portillos. Jeremy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Kevin.
All right. Now, Comcast is everywhere. What's happening in the Valley these days?
What an exciting night. What an exciting game. We're really excited. Had a busy fall season.
Yes.
And with this fall season, we've just announced our biggest expansion to our Internet Essentials program.
All right. So for our viewers that don't know, what is Internet Essentials?
Internet Essentials from Comcast is offered to eligible low-income households, and we give them an opportunity to have our internet service for just $9.95 per month.
Right. And you have some assistance programs?
We do. So we started the program back in 2011, and when we initially launched the program, we offered internet to low-income families that had kids on low or reduced or free lunches. And then last year, we expanded it to offer it to our low-income veterans. And then this year, this summer, we expanded it, largest expansion in Comcast history, and virtually any low-income household on a public or government-assisted program is eligible for Internet Essentials.
That's fantastic. Now, forgive my naivete, but doesn't everyone have the Internet?
Well, Kevin, see, that's the thing. We take the Internet for granted. The digital divide is real. If you look at California, a quarter of the households do not have Internet service. And of those households, the majority of them are low-income families. So if we look at the digital divide, if we look at technology and how it transcends through our lives, whether it's through employment, through education, or healthcare, it's putting, not having the internet is putting these families further behind.
How wonderful it is that Comcast is closing the digital divide. Is there anything else that we need to know, that our viewers need to know?
Oh, absolutely.
Any products out there?
Absolutely. We're really excited. We have this new product, Xfinity Flex.
Okay.
Xfinity Flex is offered to our internet-only customers, And this is really for those customers that like to stream online content. And so really we're creating more value for these customers. And we're really excited about the program. It's easy, it's awesome, it's simple. What more could you ask for?
Right now, where can we go to learn more?
Oh, thank you for asking. Go to our blog at www.comcast.california.com.
All right, comcast.california.com. Jeremy Portillo's Xfinity Comcast. We'll be back with more Xfinity Comcast at halftime. Ralphie Dub, back to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Thank you, Kevin. Grizzlies are on the move, and a penalty has aided in their drive, carrying the ball into Bullard territory. First and 10 from the 44.
And what's happening here, Ralph, you look on the Bullard sideline, you got 3 going both ways. You got this 75 going both ways. You got a lot of guys going both ways that are on the field defense. Defense tires you out because you have to think and react. Offense, you know where you're supposed to go.
Silva chased and dragged down at the 50 for a sack. So the Bullard defense comes through again.
They're so good.
Jalen O'Neal.
And I talked about it from the outset, man. They've got some dudes up front. O'Neal and Posey are some players.
Wow, O'Neal just I don't know what he grabbed onto. His pants or so just took 2 handfuls of them and brought him down.
Strong. He is strong, and Dejon Hetherington coming in to clean it up.
Loss of 5. Silva still has it. Ducks down at 48.
If Bullard can get in 14-0, who knows what can happen. Regroup, talk about some things, but they're doing a good job.
Coming up at halftime, your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Educator Spotlight. That's coming up at halftime.
And you got to remember that Central is used to 55-14, 42-7, things like that. You know, ridiculous scores. Frampton's coming in. DJ Frampton, transfer from Clovis North.
Another senior, but before he can get his playoff, it's timeout Central.
Okay, you ready for it? We saw famous names associated with game with Central. How about Bullard, the Wonder Dog? Rex Hudler. Rex Hudler, outstanding wide receiver. People don't realize what a great wide receiver he was. Went on, was the first player chosen in Major League Baseball draft in 1978, the Wonder Dog. First player chosen that year, Bob Horner. Look at some of the guys he was drafted with. Bob Horner, Lloyd Mosby, Hubie Brooks, Tom Bernansky, Carney Lansford, and Kurt Gibson. Here's some trivia for you. Rex Hudler took a recruiting trip to Michigan State, was shown around by a wide receiver named Kurt Gibson. He took a trip to Notre Dame, was shown around by a quarterback out of Pennsylvania by the name of Joseph Clifford. Ralph, have you ever heard of Joseph Clifford? Don, have you ever heard of Joseph Clifford? Be a good soldier and say, no, I haven't. Okay. Joseph Clifford went on to play, I forgot his last name. Joseph Clifford, Montana. That was his host when he went and visited Notre Dame. Joe Montana showed Rex Hudler around.
The lefty pulls it down, and he's going to be dropped.
It is the sack exchange over there at Bullard High.
Posey.
Yeah. One more thing. Back to Rex Hudler. Was an outstanding receiver. Could have went on and played college football. Decided on baseball. The Wonder Dog, Rex Hudler. Famous names associated with this game.
Rex Hudler, I think now working for the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah. And who was it this? Posey's on one, isn't he? Posey is on one. That's about his 3rd sack. Him and O'Neal are lethal. Thanks for everyone that help out. What are you doing?
I did not see a flag, so the official says the ball was tipped.
If we can get a replay, let's bring in Don Smith on this one. Don, is there a warranted flag here or not?
The signal is clear by Chuck that the ball was tipped. So once the ball is tipped,
the head official.
There is no foul.
Okay.
The only time there would be a foul would be if it was tipped and you could sense it was intentionally he was trying to hurt the kicker.
Okay, so we'll play on.
Bullard has one timeout. First down pass is incomplete off the fingertips of Welch.
Okay, one more time. Don Smith, give us a determination.
Okay, the ball is tipped. Okay, let's watch it slowly. Okay, so it looks like it might have been with the left hand. He might have gotten part of the ball. That's a signal by the referee. I have to go with it.
Okay.
However, it's traveling a long way for being deflected. But, you know,
that's very diplomatic.
Yeah, it's...
might have been deflected, maybe not, too.
And I think it was Vi Cruz. He had a bad angle on that. You know, his angle should be 3 yards in front where the ball's going to be, not at the punter. Boy, O'Neal loves to talk a little, doesn't he? He is an affable young man, isn't he? I think he gets his fuel going that way. And this is what the point I was going to make. You got 1:22 to go in the half. You threw an incomplete pass. Now they stopped you on the run. Have you figured out how long does it take for Central to get pay dirt? Yeah.
Central just took that timeout.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah, he's right.
If you're not careful here, they're going to get the ball back. And this easily, if you do what you do right, run the ball, get it out, make them use their timeouts, you can get out of the half 14-0. If you don't pick up this first down here, you're going to give Central a chance to go in and get up 21-0 at half. And then that's pretty much ball game over.
Welcome back into the JR Sports Booth Cam. Don Smith in the middle with Vince Wesson. Kevin Miller down on the field. 1:12 to go here before halftime. No timeouts left for Central. Bullard has one. Tsunomoto rolling to the near side. Launching it downfield. Incomplete. Be fourth down. Knights will have to punt.
I just do not like that whole sequence of plays. Again, Bullard's going to allow Central to get this ball back. Do not like that sequence of plays. Should have ran the football 3 times probably. And then if Central does get it back, we're dealing with less than a minute. Probably less, around 30 seconds or so. Now you've given them eons of time.
Greeley on to punt now. Hunter is the receiver for the kick. He's at the 45.
Question I have is Frampton in place of Silva. Now we saw Kyle Biggs very upset during one timeout at Silva. We've got to try to find out why. Maybe Kevin can ask that question.
Fair catch made by Hunter at the 38. 59 seconds to go. Immediately following the game, you can watch Charmed only on the CW 59. Been a fast game. We haven't played a full hour, and it's almost halftime. Silva back in there at quarterback. 5 receivers through the hands of Hunter and incomplete.
They haven't really hooked up tonight.
That's scary if you're Bullard.
Yeah. Yeah. Done a good job containing, but I think it's just errant throws.
5 receivers again.
Yep. And here they go.
Silva pressured, was chased out of the pocket, out across the 45, maybe to the 46.
And Ralph, he's real hesitant. He doesn't like running the football like that. And you can see doesn't really have a real good knack with it. Almost running timid, you might say.
Getting pressured too, though.
Yeah, they do a great job. They've got some dudes up front.
And they've been doing it with a 3-man rush.
Yeah.
Like they did right there.
This time it's his other partner in crime, O'Neal.
Jalen O'Neal.
I see you, 3. Oh, what a year for defensive linemen in this section. Look at that. And Posey had him couldn't get him, drove his man. McCullough's probably the best defensive lineman, and Posey drove him back to Kerman. Man, these guys coming off the edge very well.
The Grizzlies will just let the clock run out. And we're headed to halftime. 14-0. Central is going to take that 2-touchdown lead to the locker room. The second quarter has been sponsored by Fashion Furniture across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California. Very fast-moving first half, probably less than an hour from kickoff to this point. And a 14-0 lead for Central. Set to send it downstairs where Kevin Miller has Coach Biggs. Go ahead, Kevin.
All right, thanks. Here with Coach Biggs, 14-0. What do you attribute the fast start to?
That's a terrible start. We're not playing very well right now at all. So,
all right, what do we got to do to clean it up?
We just got to do our job, do little things right. We're not throwing the ball on time. We're not protecting. Defense is playing outstanding. Offensively, though, we're just stepping on our own feet, and not making any plays.
All right, we'll go clean it up, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Wish you the best of luck in the second half. Details, perfectionist, that CG style. Ralphie Dub, back to you.
Yeah, if you recall, it was an opening drive for a touchdown and then a very short field for the second touchdown.
Right, and remember on that opening drive, there were 2 fourth-down conversions that Central turned it into first down.
We're at halftime. halftime show is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity Internet delivers the fastest speeds in Fresno. Learn more at xfinity.com/xfi. And here to take us through halftime, let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Tonight's Scholar Athlete is brought to you by Subway, and I am here with Central senior Michaela Goforth. How you doing tonight, Michaela?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Goforth. Now, you have a sister that plays volleyball?
Yes.
All right. Did you do something fun with your last name and her?
Yeah, I put on a poster, "Go Forth and Win," number 17.
Hey, and if they had numbers for what sport do you play?
Golf.
Golf. You know, you could have a number 4 on there. Go forth,
Yeah.
you know, and swing and score a 4. But anyway, So golf, and let me brag on you a little bit. 3.93 GPA, y'all. And you participate in golf, and you had a pretty good season, right?
Yeah, me and our number 2, Mindy, we made it to Valley Finals.
All right, congratulations.
Thank
and then
you.
maybe you went down and did something historic in Pasadena.
Yeah, the Valley Finals was in Pasadena, and it was right next to the Rose Bowl Stadium.
Oh, that's thrilling, exciting stuff. And then with your involvement in golf, you also participate in First Tee. Can you share a little bit about First Tee?
First Tee at Fresno is a golf program for kids from maybe 2 all the way up to teenagers. And they have the thing called the 9 core values and healthy habits. And the First Tee teaches you about life skills as well as the golf skills.
And we appreciate how you give back to the community, Michaela. That's wonderful. Now, how about plans for next year? College, yes?
Yes, college. College of Idaho in Caldwell. That's where my heart is.
Wonderful.
And I plan to go there on academic and golf scholarship and major in elementary education.
Elementary education, which means you're going to be a teacher?
Yes, kindergarten teacher.
Kindergarten teacher. Oh, my goodness. Now, what was the inspiration behind being a kindergarten teacher?
Volunteering and helping the kids at First Tee.
Oh, wow, that certainly paid off, and that's going to be your future, and it is bright. So now, Michaela, you are eligible for a $5,000 scholarship, courtesy of Subway. Sounds pretty good.
Yes.
Subway and the $5,000, right?
Yeah.
So congratulations, Michaela. Go forth and be the success that you were meant to be, our scholar athlete from Central High School. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. welcome to the Educator Spotlight featuring our illustrious principals. First from Bullard High School, Johnny Alvarado, and from Central High School, Robert Perez. Thanks for having us, gentlemen. Johnny Alvarado decked out in the Letterman jacket with principal right there. Not too many principals have this. Nice swag, brother.
Thank you. It was a gift from our football program. I'm very appreciative of it. Yeah.
Super. Now, this is your first year as principal at Bullard. How are things going?
Things are going really well. You know, running a high school is busy, right? Yeah. It's like a small community. I know my buddy Robert here would attest to that. It's a great staff, great kids. It's a great supportive community. You're going to get that at Bullard High School, which I'm sure is similar to Central.
And they love having you. So we got to ask, what's trending now on the Bullard High campus?
Yeah, right on. You know, when I think about that, a word that comes to mind is creativity. We have a group of kids, group of staff members that want to be cutting edge, right? As an example, we recently held the California Court of Appeal circuit judges on our campus where they tried 2 court cases, and our kids were able to check that out at our law CTE pathway. And then just recently we started a STEP program for our kids, kind of like the STOMP program, right? So we have a group of girls, 16 strong. You'll see them across the way. They're keeping things really active and excited on the campus.
All right, we're excited for you. Johnny, thanks for joining us.
Right on.
Wish you all the best.
All right, thank you.
And then Robert Perez, first of all, thanks for having us back home.
Hey, every time you're around, we know good things are happening, so you're welcome. It's your second home here, Kevin.
Yeah, it's our first time back all season, so it is home. Hey, now at Central, you guys are always building, and I think I see something kind of in the works over there. What's happening?
You know, we could not be more excited about our new high school. You know, our community is super excited. The design is amazing. Our staff and students, they deserve it. So we have been working hard to get that off the ground. Building has started. Kids are ready to go, so we're ready to get that thing going. Glad to bring it to the community. They deserve it.
Beautiful. I know you guys are busting at the seams, so you can't wait for that new building to get up. How about what's trending now on the Central High campus?
You know, we're coming off a great fall sports season. Yeah, we had a lot of great accolades there. We capped it off with the Division III Valley Championship for our cross-country team.
Congrats.
So we're really excited about that. Holiday joy season.
Yes.
So it's great our kids come together and work hard together to bring to the needy in our community. It's a special thing for us. So it's a school-wide event, so we're excited about that.
Beautiful. Both campuses making a difference in our community, and we appreciate our principals of the year, Johnny Alvarado Bullard, Robert Perez of Central High, and we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. I need to give you one of these, man. Look at that. Dope. Yeah. Welcome back to our Xfinity Halftime Report, and it's our favorite time of halftime, our Les Schwab managers. We've got Eric Peterson, and we've got Rocky Saturn of the West Shaw of Fresno store. And y'all, you know what time it is, right? It's the Cheerleader Challenge, Bullard versus Central. Here we go. Rocky, who you got?
I got Central.
Oh, yeah, you see it? Eric, what do you think? They need a balancing or a rotation or something. Fix a flat. Courtesy of Les Schwab, I don't know. It's too close to call. It might have been Central. It might have been. So as we promote the Cheerleader Challenge, Eric Peterson, we've got some promotions that are happening at Les Schwab.
We do, yes. You know, as we roll into our winter months here, we've got some great buys on some of our premium tires. You stop by, there's, you know, no rebate or no coupon needed. It's an instant deal, you know, so come take advantage of that, you know, with the weather coming. It'll be a good time.
That's it. Sales aplenty. And Rocky, you wanted to send a friendly reminder to our viewers.
Yeah, it's holiday around the corners. Come by, take advantage of our free pre-trip safety check, so that way you have a peace of mind when you travel.
You bet. You're going to hit the road soon, everybody. Might as well go to Les Schwab. And you know what we appreciate about Les Schwab is how you give back to the community. And we've got this right here as a representation of the toy drive. Share with us, Eric, about the toy drive.
Yeah, so right now we're in the heart of our holiday toy drive. It goes now through December 19th. Again, it's our 6th annual one. It's a great opportunity for everybody to kind of give back to the community. You know, you can come by and take advantage of one of our free services, bring a cash or toy donation, and we'll make sure it gets into the right hands to some children that otherwise won't get any this year.
Always giving back to the community, making you a part of Friday Night Rivals. We appreciate you so much. Rocky, Eric, making that difference. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. I bet you Central, Bullard, they'd fill this up. The toy drive, man. Yes. Yeah. as a coach, what adjustments need to be made in the second half to get this W?
You know, we're playing really well defensively. You know, we just got to get the ball. We just got to get the ball out to our athletes in space offensively and kind of take some pressure off of our own line. So we're just going to have to step it up in that area. And also, when it's time to run the ball, we're going to have to load up and really dig deep and start moving some big bodies around.
Looking forward to it. Best of luck in the second half. Let's get it going. Semifinals, D1. Ralph B-Dub, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Keller Motors, home of the Keller Forever warranty.
Okay, Ralph, while you're here, I've got to give a shout out to the Tenaya Braves 8th grade football team. They went 8-0 this year. Congratulations, head coach Corey Margett. This year, that team scored 306 points and only gave up 40. So these kids are 8th grade now. They will be coming to the Bullard in a couple years. Leading the way, running back Tommy Menzies. On defense, linebacker Jaden Hawk Wilson. You know he's got to be a player if he's already got a nickname named Hawk Wilson.
Yeah,
Wendell Ware. Now, it's time for the famous Vince Wesson. Remember this name.
All right, I'm ready.
Don, you're going to hear this. Remember this name. Best player on the team, wide receiver, Noel Felix Parrish. Does that name Noel Felix sound familiar?
Yes.
Congratulations, Tenaya Braves. Congratulations. And they had to have the best kicker in the section because their principal was Armin Tarigian, former Fresno State kicker. Tenaya Braves 8-0. Congratulations, Coach Corey Margett. Again, 306 points scored. They only gave up 40. Best player on the field, Noel Felix Parrish. Outstanding running back, Tommy Menzies. Defensively, led by DB, strong safety, Wendell Ware. And my favorite name already, Jaden, the Hawk Wilson. Tenaya Braves, I will be calling your game soon.
Sounds good. Okay, hey, this is still anybody's game. Bullard gets the ball to open the second half. 14-0 Central with the lead.
The little general, Donnie Arex. Okay, right here we have what Donnie calls friends of the program. And you see they're trying to get them back there. These are guys that want to be a part of Bullard football. They were coaches at one time. They were players at one time. You'll see on that sideline, you'll see Chuck Manick. You'll see Keith Howard, Steve Smith, Kevin Coughlin, Ken Robinson, Teddy Papaluzis. All these guys in Bullard. The sale of Limelight is down right now, but it'll pick back up at 9:30. One thing Donnie wanted to do once he took over at Bullard, and I'll finish off after this kickoff.
Kickoff sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition. Greeley on the return.
Okay, one thing Donnie Arex wanted to do, and Joseph Evans would bring back these guys back to the program. They felt alienated by the coach that came before Donnie. Didn't want him part of. They didn't feel part of the program. Didn't feel like he wanted them around everything. They were overjoyed when Donnie Arex took over the program. These guys help out in any way possible with banquets and everything like that. They feel like a part of Bullard. Again, they felt alienated from the coach before them, and they loved it when Donnie Arex took over at Bullard, and they will be there for a while supporting their school.
So they come out with Posey at a running back, and he ripped off a punishing 10 yards right there.
And I'm giving Posey props for defense. Man, him and O'Neal, don't forget about their offensive game. Look at that hit in the hole. Bam. Just ran right through. Oh, my gosh. Oh, he's bringing it there. Tell you what, David Brown felt that
the hit, but then
David Brown's like, which way did he go? Well, this is an easy. I don't think we need Don Smith here. We had two guys in motion, and we aren't in Canada.
A Midland Tractor flag on the play. Chuck Calvert's the referee.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to pick up the flag. The umpires, Philip Sefaraza, the head linesman, Cameron Brooks, line judge, John Delgado, back judge, Marvin Turk, side judge, Irvin Floyd.
Good start for
This is Greeley. Looks like he wants to throw. The lefty does.
Wide open.
Throw, and he did have the receiver open.
Yeah, quarterback
throwback. To the quarterback.
Quarterback. And just couldn't hook up with it.
Yeah, and that hurts because you got it there. The play's there. You just don't execute.
This is a good shot. And now, all these coaches will say, hey, we're going to use that next year. Oh, we're going to use this play next year. Remember this, coaches. If you're going to do trick plays, you got to have great athletes. Okay? Trick plays work when you have great athletes.
Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nothing going.
Welch didn't attack that line like Posey did.
He tippy-toed through there, and the reason was, just check out number 99. Just too many black shirts.
Sure.
Too many black shirts, too many white shirts standing up. You want to see your offensive lineman pushing the pound. There's our guy, Correa, one of the best in the business. There he is. That is a dude. That is what you call a dude.
And a lot of a dude. 6'4", 325.
What is that?
Slings the sidearm pass to Greeley, who slipped as the ball was getting there.
God.
4th down.
For a second there, he threw that so far underhand. I thought he'd be trying out for Jamie Maxey's softball team with that one. Good Lord. Congratulations, Bullard High, making it to the finals last year. Softball, Jamie Maxey.
Greeley to punt.
Yeah, the release on that one just looked like a softball rise ball almost. Good punt.
Hunter grabs it at the 25. Yeah. Runs out of bounds. Probably a good thing he did, because it was going to bounce a long way.
And that's what happened. The difference is, if this was real grass, I would say that's not a very smart play. But this is turf, and he understands his surroundings. This is turf. If he doesn't get that and get out of bounds, he wasn't trying to make a big play out of it, that ball rolls and is probably down inside the 10-yard line. So very heady play there by Jeremiah Hunter.
Conley worked so well in the first half.
Look at him go.
He's out there like he's got fresh legs, even though it's started the second half, all the way out to the 40. That's about a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, something special, isn't he? His spurt ability. Start, runs through Posey, runs through Tsunemoto. Okay, and now it takes half the student body to bring him down.
Boy, Conley again making moves in a phone booth.
And Ralph, what did I say? First guy always misses.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you know, death, taxes, and first guy misses on Conley.
Gain 6, 2nd and 4.
Mark it down. Score across from town. Buchanan 20. Liberty 0.
Okay.
I smell 1 versus 2.
Silva's best pass of the night. A perfect strike into the territory of the Bullard Knights. The 44-yard line is where they will spot it. Manuel Oliver Davis, the receiver.
And that's the key. There's so many good wide receivers and playmakers. You just can't key on everyone. I'm sure throughout the year, everybody rotated and got theirs.
1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno from the 44. Silva, again, a great pass over the middle, complete to Hunter.
Hunter mad because he lost his feet. But that was his, Silva's loosening up. I see him getting in a rhythm, and there's a reason why. That front line is starting to block. All of a sudden, I haven't seen Posey. All of a sudden, I haven't seen O'Neal. That's the longest route that takes place when he has to dig all the way across the field. They made it look easy.
Conley thrown down as he gets across the 25. I said the previous throw was his best of the game. Then he topped it on the next throw.
Yeah, he played topper with you, didn't he?
Did. Approaching 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 14-0. Central trying to add to the lead. Midland tractor flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be offsides against Bullard.
Dead ball. We have encroachment on the defense. Number 6, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
But instead of 2nd and 8, it's now 2nd and 3.
Yeah. See Joseph Ferris, co-head coach. Got to meet his parents last week at the Clovis game. What outstanding people they are. Raised a great son, too.
Pass is complete to Worthy down the sideline, close to the 10-yard line. Grizzlies are back in the Toyota red zone.
Yeah.
Fans, you can live tweet Kevin Miller at hashtag FNR Fresno on whom you think is the player of the game, brought to you by Donald P. Dick. Another Midland tractor flag on the play. Don Smith, we were talking at halftime about there weren't many penalties in that first half. They're going to make up for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, typically in these playoff games, you have the better teams, and there are usually less fouls. So that's one of the things that usually happens, and it's a pleasure to see. And these officials are, really some of the best we have working this area. So it's nice to see them out there doing a good job.
Silva to the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah.
Hunter nearly made the jump.
What a throw. What a throw. Silva's getting loose. I mean, that's great coverage. Great coverage, great throw. Just couldn't come down with it. So put enough loft on it, he would have had to get 1 foot in. Oh, what a throw. And just Tsunomoto just got enough of it where Hunter couldn't come down with it. That's just athletes in actions, folks. Athletes getting after it.
He's also getting more time to throw.
There he goes.
Picked out of the air. What a catch for the touchdown by Hunter.
Yeah. That is Jeremiah Hunter, baby.
Oh, he went up and got that fingertip catch. Here's another look at the Porta Subs touchdown.
And it happens because Silva ad-libbed a little, got in a little bit of extra time, and then he turned it into a schoolyard game. And it's just too tough to cover a schoolyard game. Great throw. Look at that athleticism. Jeremiah Hunter, the Cal recruit, coming down with another touchdown.
Well, you talk about catching the back of the ball. That's kind of what he did.
Yeah.
21-0. Central extends its lead. We'll be back on Friday Night Rivals after this. Welcome back, everybody. Time to send it back downstairs to Kevin Miller. Check that. We'll check in with him after this kick. Nolan Famaron with the kickoff. Taking it to 31. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Friday Night Rivals is powered by the United States Army. I am here with Sergeant Da Silva, Sergeant Shiv, and Sergeant Da Silva. What is going down tonight?
We got an awesome push-up competition tonight, and we're honored tonight to be joined by some local hometown heroes with us tonight, some Army reservists from the Central Valley. A couple kids from Central, my man here from Bullard. They'll introduce themselves.
All right, introduce yourselves, hometown hero.
I'm Specialist Poole.
All right, from Bullard, graduate, hometown hero.
PV2 Taylor from Central as well. Go Grizzlies.
Yeah, hometown hero.
I'm Private First Class Vasquez. I got that 2017 ring with the Central football team.
A champ among us. And will he be the champ tonight for an Xbox to be in the run-in? We're going to do some push-ups right now. Da Silva, Shiv, let's get it going. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Get ready. United States Army. Go. All right, this is easy. I'm going to be warming up. We've had 2 weeks off, so I've been practicing. Plenty of protein. Sergeant Da Silva, I think you're behind me. Sergeant Shiv, are you working out ever? Let's go, hometown heroes. Let's keep this conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno, Ralph B. Dub, all night long, baby. Let's go. Maybe not. I'm starting to cramp up. Is it bad if I'm cramping in my toenails? Is that bad?
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. Bullard with the football on the move out to the 48. Nice run by Posey.
Yeah, he is something special, isn't he? He's thrown himself together a great game on defense, and don't forget about him on offense. He has hit the hole hard.
He hits it like a bowling ball.
He hits it. He runs angry. That's the best way to put it. He runs angry.
Kai Tsunomoto at quarterback. Gonna throw, looking deep. Greeley's out there, hauls it in. First down, inside the 15.
Bullard has athletes. That's a good throw. Hey, and I noticed this on Tsunomoto in the pregame. He just throws everything in. He threw everything he's got into that throw. What a catch. What? Excellent throw, excellent catch. Almost got 2 feet in. All he needed was 1. And that's pretty good coverage.
Knights are in the Toyota Red Zone. 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. And whistles will stop play.
Imperative here, they get points.
Timeout, Bullard. They're going to talk it over with 5:11 to go in the third quarter. 21-0. Now it's time for tonight's cheer challenge, sponsored by Les Schwab Tires. Bullard on the far side, Central on the near side.
See me rolling.
Come on, Vince.
Race.
This is close.
This is close, but Bullard at the end.
Bullard in the photo finish. The Knights win the cheer challenge, sponsored by Les Schwab Tires. And they celebrated.
Yeah, look at, they all came out.
People are talking about the cheer challenge now. It's a lot of fun. Tsunomoto with the pitch. This is Welsh. Dipped in and then out to the 10.
Good little dip move there. They've held him in check. Unlike Cloveside, they've done a great job holding him in check. Little dip inside out, probably his best run of the night. I've been more impressed with the way Posey has hit the hole. So they got a lot of talent. They just can't put it together.
2nd and 6.
Got it.
Tsunomoto has an open receiver and overthrown.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those he's going to want it back. The sprint right action, and then they come back the other way. Vi Cruz is wide open. And that's a pass where you've just got to put loft on it. Tsunomoto used the 5-iron, probably should have used an 8-iron. All he needed was loft on the pass.
Did a good job of getting open, but the throw was not there.
Oh, they beat him on chalk with that one. There's our guy.
Posey again.
Yeah.
Stopped short of the 5.
Now, here comes call of the night.
4th down.
Yeah. Call of the night if you're Bullard. Whatever you got, it's got to come correct here.
Fourth and 3, the ball's on the 7. Can get a first down without a touchdown. Tsunomoto going to throw into the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Bullard. Jaden Davis on the receiving end.
That's rather easy, too. Easy pitch and catch. The only thing they're not executing is the high 5.
Another look at the Portisev's touchdown.
He just wings it. Okay, not really sure. Yeah, and the problem is Conley's backpedaling in the end zone. Why? Why are you backpedaling in the end zone? As soon as you get there, you've got to cut in front. A very simplistic route. Yeah, I'm just getting a kick.
Simons with the extra point.
I'm getting a kick out of the way Tsunomoto throws that football. He puts everything into it. His arm, his legs, his shoulders, his shoelaces, everything goes with the pass. I'm surprised one time he doesn't hold on and he starts flying through the air.
Well, this time it paid off. With 3:55 to go, 21-7.
I told you, this is the year of the defensive lineman. Best one, without question, Tobin Phillips. He's going to get some all-state recognition. Ricky Correa already signed with University of Cal. Hudson Walker had him earlier in the year. You will see Matt Merrick next week in the Buchanan Bears. He's a player. Mason Bruce and what's going on in Hanford, they've been outstanding. Jalen O'Neal, do I need to say anything else? Larry Duran, outstanding nose guard from Porterville. You've seen Posey tonight. Cade Forker, tough guy. Probably the heart and soul of that Clovis North defense. And then I'm going to go another guy that plays on the edge, Gabe Olmos, my dude from Sanger. Plays for Jorge Pena. Did an outstanding job this year. Gabe Olmos making plays from his outside defensive end / outside linebackers position. So it was the year of the defensive lineman.
Another JR Sports kickoff ramming over the competition. Hunter. Boy, you saw some explosive acceleration from him. He nearly broke that one, too.
Okay.
Out to the 44.
And that's what's helped their mind. There he is. Okay, Tobin Phillips, and I told you, Gabe Olmos, Cade Forker, great list thrown together there. The year of the defensive lineman, Ricky Correa, O'Neal, Posey, they have not disappointed us tonight. Thanks, guys.
Conley across midfield down to the 46, very close to a first down. About a yard short.
And if you're Jamison Silva right now, big-time response. You got to have a big-time response.
Conley. Boy, stops and starts to pick up the first down.
Is it me, or it was like, come out with your hands up, we have you surrounded, and he still got yardage out of it?
Yeah, he had that kind of stutter step. Just stopped.
All you saw was white shirts around. Kyle Biggs. Central getting back to the drawing board. Not too many people have scored on them. What a throw.
Silva again with a strike. 20, 15, 10.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Touchdown worthy. response by the Grizzlies. Another look at the Porta Subs touchdown. Caught that in stride, and you can forget about it.
Yeah. Boy, can he boogie or what?
Wow.
One of the fastest guys in the section. And you know what, Ralph? Guess who's heating up?
Yeah, I was just looking at
Guess
that.
who's heating up?
His second touchdown pass of the second half.
Jamison Silva. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're keeping score at home, that's 38 touchdown passes and only 1 interception. Jamison Silva getting right.
That was a 45-second drive.
Don't blink. Don't blink. Yeah. Well, next week's game, we will be right here. How's that? Buchanan leading Liberty 27-0. Central up on Bullard 28-7. It looks like the chalk has played out. Number 1 versus number 2. Man versus machine. Kendall Milton versus this high-powered Central attack. 3-peat, huh?
That'll be the Valley Championship game.
Is somebody yelling 3-peat out there? I don't know. Not if it's up to Kendall Milton.
Another JR Sports kickoff, ramming over the competition. Picking it up off the ground, coming out across the 40-45. That's Kobe Jenkins.
They got some athletes here at Bullard, I'll tell you that. Got some athletes. But, I mean, it's just been amazing the way Central responds. It's just that, what is it, Hakuna Matata offense. We'll get right back in the game for you Lion King fans out there. You gotta expand your horizon. Use that Hakuna Matata offense that Kyle Biggs has. You're gonna score, we'll score right back.
Posey.
Look at it. Look at him go.
Still going.
Yeah.
Cross midfield, out of bounds at about the 48.
He got hit for a 3-yard gain, and then after that, nobody can bring him. Donnie Hyrax bump. Look at this. Okay. You got the defensive lineman. You got a linebacker. You got a safety. You got the third cheerleader on the right. You got the geek that helps everybody download their cell phone app. You got the cafeteria lady trying to bring him down. You got everybody trying to bring him down.
2nd and 2. Wow, Welch with a big hit.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, they just didn't get any blocks.
Dominic Mendez.
Yeah, Mendez, business there. But that's what happens when you're going to throw this thing in space. And watch, the receiver's got to get blocked. And look how far the receiver got pushed back. It is now a physical position at receiver when you're doing smoke and bubble screens. You've got to be able to shield people off.
Tsunemoto taken off the far side and dropped at about the 48.
You know, and you just got to ask yourself, what did Posey do wrong? You know, he gained that 8 yards, and he's had a couple runs, and then immediately he's out of this game. Let's feed this horse for a while.
4th and 4. The Knights look like they're going to go.
Well, they're going to have to.
Actually, it looks like 4th and 3. And they give it to Posey. Oh, he fought and got a yard short. The Knights will turn it over on downs. The defense is Central.
I like
Gives it
this
back
call.
to the offense.
And I would have fed Posey that whole drive. There's Kyle Biggs. Happy birthday, Kyle Biggs, on Wednesday. The big 4-0. Happy. And there's Donnie Arax, of course, longtime Bullard player and coach. I'm going to try to get them in some photos of them back in the day.
Emerson giving Conley a little break. Lost about 3.
Yeah, is that Greeley? Greeley thought he stripped him.
2nd and 13 as we approach 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Silva has been really good in the second half.
Yes. Can you tackle in space? Yes, they have.
The completion back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that's good inside-outside pursuit with the corner and the hard force and Sonomoto. And then I think it was O'Neal coming to clean it up.
David Brown on the catch.
And I can't say enough about that Bullard front line. And there's been some good ones in the past. And these guys are fit right in.
3rd and 10. This is Worthy. Last time we saw him, he was taking it in the end zone, and he might do it again. Inside the 10.
Unbelievable. That should have been a 3-yard loss.
Touchdown saving tackle by Cruz.
Missed tackle, and 2 missed tackles right there. Yeah, and you just can't give Central this many opportunities.
So 1st and 10 in the Toyota red zone. This is Conley. Very short gain.
Well, here we go. One more.
Third quarter has been sponsored by Keller Motors, home of the Keller Forever warranty. We have 12 minutes left in this one. It's 28-7 Central with the lead over Bullard and Threatman. Welcome back, everybody. Tonight's fourth quarter is sponsored by Midland Tractor. Team Midland keeps you growing with solutions. Silva in trouble. Looking. Keeps running. Upended and in to the end zone. Touchdown. Central.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, holding his left arm.
Holding his left wrist. Not good.
Here's another look at the Porta Subs touchdown.
this time he turns it into a schoolyard game.
Now watch how he ends up here. No, I didn't see much.
Well, the left wrist, left arm, I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. But if you're Kyle Biggs, 35-7, you might want to go DJ Frampton the rest of the way.
Extra point is good. 11:51 to go here in the fourth quarter, and it is 35-7. Central getting a big second half from the quarterback. 2 touchdown passes and now a touchdown run for Silva.
Here's Kyle Biggs, current head coach of Central, of course. He made one of Tim Simon's greatest run. They called them the Road Warriors. In 1997, they finished in league 2-3, 6-4 overall, were a 10 seed, and won 4 straight games to win the Valley Championship. They beat Edison 37-34. Kyle threw 3 touchdown passes. Then they went on and beat Redwood 26-7. He threw 3 more touchdown passes. Beat Centennial 17-7. Threw another TD passes. In the championship game, Kyle ran for a touchdown pass. Let's see, we'll bring him back up right after this play.
Another JR Sports kickoff, ramming over the competition. Jenkins on the return.
In the championship game, Kyle Biggs ran for a touchdown and threw another touchdown pass to Cody Nolan, one of the best athletes come out of Clovis. Of course, baseball player drafted by the Texas Rangers. Cody Nolan, outstanding receiver and center. But Kyle led the Cougars on 4 games after going 6-4 the whole season, a 10 seed, 2-3 in league. They finished up 10-4 thanks to the leadership of this kid. Happy birthday, Kyle. His birthday was last Wednesday.
Tsunomoto looking to throw, dumped it off to Jenkins, right through his hands, incomplete.
What do you
Second
say?
and 10.
Right there in the hands. And Tsunomoto's just played his heart out. You know, the kid's dead tired. Well, having to play both ways, having to defend these athletes in space, it's just not that easy. I commend him for the effort he's put on there tonight.
Came right back to him.
Play.
Jenkins carries it out to the 38.
This time, no problem. If we look back at this game, you're going to think about that opening drive where they gave up, 2 fourth quarter or fourth and down conversions there. And they're going to think about Bullard driving it all the way down to about the 4-yard line and not getting any points. Think how this game could have changed mentally for the Knights if it was 7-7.
Third and 5.
He's got that down, doesn't he?
That's complete. Going to be good for a first down to Allen.
He is so silent. I remember Kit Colby. Colby at quarterback.
Going in the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, I want to check you guys out.
Pittsburgh Pirates, huh?
They're made out of. Where's that P hat?
Yeah, that was the era when they had the stripes
and everything.
Yellow stripes.
They invented We Are Family, right?
That's right.
That's Kit Colby coming in and finishing it off.
Yeah,
Mr. Rex
play there.
Picked out everyone. Throw it away. Throw it away.
I was going to throw it down for a receiver.
And that's when you're trying to make something out of nothing.
Conley doing it on the defensive end, too. Right. Now a flag comes out.
Spinning the ball.
Midland Tractor flag on the play.
Let's bring in Don Smith.
Appeared to be a little taunting there.
Okay.
Inciting a riot. You want to stay away from that.
Well, let's see the replay.
Chuck Calvert's a referee.
Yeah.
After the play, unsportsmanlike on the offense. Number 2, the 15-yard penalty. First down.
Go ahead, Don.
There it is. A little celebration.
Yeah.
And you don't want that at this point of the game. Yeah, there's no place for that.
Yeah, and I would have flagged him because it was a horrible spin.
Did you give him style?
Yeah, I'd add about 7 more yards to that penalty because that was the worst spin I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Got to work on his game if he's going to get flagged.
Nothing there on first down. As we near 10 minutes to go, welcome back in. You're viewing us through the Booth Camp, sponsored by JR Sports. We were so busy earlier in this game, and in that third quarter, separation by Central.
Central being Central. I can't say
to the 20-yard line is Emerson.
Right, and I can't say enough about Posey and O'Neal, the way they play. And you think about some of the greats at Bullard and the defensive line: Steve Sorensen, Brian Luff, Mitch Harrison, John Turner, Nick Lewis, Kevin Swillis. Kevin Swillis would be happy. I'm sure he's watching tonight, thinking the defensive linemen at Bullard are playing great, and he's got 2 guys from Central headed to Cal. So there's been some great defensive linemen, like I've talked about these guys. Steve Sorensen, one of the better ones. Brian Luff went on to USC. Remember him? Okay. Of course, Kevin Swillis went on to play at Cal. And that front wall of Bullard, their defense has been outstanding. Just been on the full. Hetherington, Posey, and O'Neal.
Another Lithia Subaru of Fresno, 1st and 10, as Conley wiggled out there across the first down line. Silva dancing around, but he can't dance away from O'Neal. Jalen O'Neal drops him.
Player. This kid loves ball. That's the best way to put it. This kid loves ball.
Downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Ladies.
Come get you some. Say what? You know you got it if you want to come and get it. You know you got it if you want to come and get it. You know you got it if you want to come and get it. Come get you some. Say what?
Say what? The soul of the night, Step Squad, coming at you, FNR. What's up? How long have you been doing this?
We've been doing this for about 3 or 4 weeks now.
All right, so you're fresh. And what was the inspiration behind the soul of the night?
We just wanted to get the crowd out there more hyped about the football games.
Yeah, and Mr. Alvarado said you guys are hyped. You're getting everybody going. Yeah. And we should get the FNR family even more hyped up. Shall we do it? Let's go. Let's go. Get back and figure. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, from Bullard High School, the soul of the Knights.
P-O-W-E-R. We got the power. We got the power. We got the power. L-L-rock you. We got the power.
Hey.
We got the power. We got the power. To L-L-rock you.
That is the Bullard Knights, soul of the Knights, coming at you all season long, all year long. Let's keep this conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno. Let's stomp it out. Yeah! Ralphie Dog, back to you. Say what?
Cute. Saw them last week versus Clovis. They will get to stepping.
Silva to Conley.
And so will this
Spins
guy.
to midfield and across.
So will this guy. Yeah.
Going to be good for another first down.
Well, this time he just did the spin move. Just a small portion of the repertoire, right?
To the 48 of Bullard.
No. We're going to talk about player of the game. I don't know. I think Conley set the tempos. Silva's picked it up. We give it to a quarterback, it seems like, every week. I know Korea's been a mainstay on that defensive front. We've got some decisions here.
Nice defensive play by Frankie Adami. Takes down Emerson. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Suggestions, Ralph?
The same 2 you just had.
Don Smith, suggestions?
Oh, yep, I would agree with you.
And the way you described it was perfect.
Yeah.
Conley set the tone, and Silva kind of finished it off in that third quarter. And another loss. This time it's Bullard's Dejon Hedrington.
Yeah, what a front wall. Let's just nickname these guys the sack exchange. The Bullard sack exchange. Hetherington, Posey, O'Neal, the real skill. Played outstanding. And you remember his brother, Kenny Hetherington. Kenny's part of that 5-touchdown crew also. We're talking about Wells and his 5 touchdowns last week.
Stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the Postgame wrap-up, sponsored by 5150, along with the presentation of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game. Timeout taken by Central.
Okay.
And we'll take one as well. 5:24 to go in our football game. The Grizzlies 35, the Knights 7 on Friday Night Rivals. Silva's got 2 touchdown passes and 1 touchdown run.
I'm upset with myself because I gave it to Burrell that second game, and I should have given it to Mickey Fisher.
Yeah.
So, okay. You want to go Silva?
Probably, yeah. He kind of made the difference in that third quarter when the game separated.
Silva, 8.
Collegiate Stadium is a Smile Cam sponsored by Toyota. They did, and they're holding, I think, their cheer challenge trophy there, aren't they? Yeah, they're showing it off. Silva dancing around, trying to buy some time, but he's going to be taken down by Jaden Streaks. A loss back to the 47.
Well, I don't know about you, Ralph, but I would not have Silva in now. The way he landed, there they are, the co-head coaches, Arax and Joseph Ferris, and nothing like playing for your program and then coming back and coach. There's Donnie Arax, 1982, all Metro, first team. Look at him, number 55, and on the right, Joseph Ferris, outstanding linebacker, was defensive coordinator at Bullard. Now he's a co-head coach. Stopped by Madera to get some experience, so.
And you know, we've had a lot of guys that are coaching their alma maters.
Yeah. And like I talked about, the Bullard community was just overjoyed, not only when Donnie came back to coach, but also, you know, being able to bring back Joseph Ferris, a guy that graduated from Bullard, that played at Bullard, that coached at Bullard for so long. They want to build that community. And I said it here earlier, they got the Tenaya Braves feeding them. They've got 14 returning starters on this team. You will hear from Bullard.
Wow, look out next year. Huh?
Well, and they're down to their third-string quarterback with the first 2 quarterbacks coming out. So this is going to be a pretty good football team. You throw these things together. And Donnie's ahead of schedule. He was very loose this week. He had nothing to lose. You know, and they've kind of played like it in a little ways, but, you know, they've held their own. I think you've noticed some dudes I picked out several dudes on Bullard that I wouldn't mind having on my football team, that's for sure. So they've done nothing but gain respect tonight, and the future looks great for those two young men right there.
Well, and especially the guy in the middle, Donnie Arax.
Yeah.
He is Bullard football.
He is Bullard football.
The Knights trying to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Against a defense that's been tough on them all night long. 2nd and 8. O'Neal gets a chance to carry the football. Third and about 3.
Well, Ralph, let's peek ahead to next week.
Sure.
Why not?
Kendall Milton against
man versus machine. I'm already calling it. It's man versus machine.
Oh, Welch taken down up around the helmet inside the 3.
And he just never got loose tonight. Well, that was O'Neal. You're saying Welch never got loose tonight. And here's what I've noticed with Buchanan. Number one, they made the switch to quarterback in Ian Kirby instead of G.J. Stevenson, and they've been playing much, much better that way. Number two is I've seen, when I watched them in their playoff game against Bakersfield, they had like 5 guys going both ways. So Giordano has changed some things where he's just putting the best guys on the field. And number 3, and probably the most important, Kendall Milton in a series of 4. Kendall Milton touches the ball somehow, some way. 3 out of 4 plays. 3 out of 4 plays. That's what I've noticed in Buchanan.
Time now for the drive of the game. Let's take a look. Drive of the game was one for Central. It started with Conley. Silva started to get hot, connecting with Jeremiah Hunter. Then to Worthy. Down to the 10.
Right here. Excellent. Just buying a little time. Put it. What a throw, what a catch. And that's having confidence in a big-time receiver.
Fingertip catch by Jeremiah Hunter. Drive of the game sponsored by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Conley still in there, but Silva is out. Frampton in a quarterback. As you speculated, he would be.
Yeah. Now, you talk about everything that went positive for Silva with his move from Edison back to Central. Well, Frampton left Clovis North and probably would have been the starting quarterback there, but decided to bolt. And I don't, and like I said, Ralph, I'm kind of old school. I knew in 7th grade who I was going to be playing with my senior year. And nowadays, with the transfer rules, and they're allowing you to transfer, you see how it works out. I look at Josh Kelly, that was at Bullard last year or the year before, and then transferred to Memorial. Well, it worked out for him. I think he caught 15 touchdown passes, intercepted 10 passes. Probably would have been player of the year if the Bees still had their first and all of their all-Metro team. So I've seen it work both ways. To me, and like again, I'm old school, I stay with my teammates from 7th grade all the way through, but it's just not like that anymore. It worked out great for Silva. I don't think it's been such a great decision for Frampton. And that's what you're going to see throughout the Valley with guys transferring one way or another.
Again, we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Right here for the championship game.
Don, you going to join us?
Absolutely.
Can you be here? Okay, good.
Fun.
Good.
Cozy in here. They brought us in hot dogs and chips.
And you're the nice guy to the referees. We're going to change your title to nice guy to the referees. But it hasn't been that tough. And like you said, I think the referees understand that these are well-coached teams. They made it here for a reason. There shouldn't be a lot of penalties, and there wasn't any.
And you can see both teams really respect each other.
Right.
There's no cheap shots. Nobody's trying to take anybody's head off.
Right.
And, I mean, they're playing within the rules. And it's fun to see.
And I was out there on the ground, on the field before the game, and they're saying what's up to each other, and that not only players but coaches also. So a lot of similarities in between the two schools and the players and things like that. So it's going to be fun. Going to be fun next week when Central comes, and this is what cracks me up, and there's Hetherington, had a great game himself. We hope he's okay. What cracks me up about this is here comes Buchanan representing Clovis Unified, okay? But if you ask any team in Clovis, they want Central to win. Go figure, huh? That's like, take this, big brother. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what cracks me up. You would think, okay, they're carrying the torch for Clovis Unified. Nah. Nobody wants Buchanan to win in Clovis.
Emerson now in there as Conley is taken out. That's also probably a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Number 1 versus number 2, the granddaddy of them all, the D1 Valley Championship game. Oh, everybody cuddled by the fire. Got a hot toddy next week. Turkey sandwiches galore. Save me some pumpkin pie. Save me the sweet potato pie. Yeah.
The night after Thanksgiving. Wow.
Yeah, the stuffing. You talk about a feast. And then you end it with number 1 versus number 2. Woo, I can be a good hype man for that game.
Emerson to the 20. Yeah, you won't need to hype that.
No.
That's
no. I might come here on Wednesday and camp out. Because that one's for real. That one's real. You got to remember this. It has been the last team to beat Central was Kyle Biggs' first year from this area, and that was Bullard. Other than that, they have romped through the track. Nobody from the track has came close to touching Central.
Emerson again.
Gotta do it.
And the final seconds will tick off. Central will remain unbeaten and advance to the Valley Championship game. 35-7 is the final score. The teams meet at midfield.
Yeah.
Tonight's fourth quarter has been sponsored by Midland Tractor. Team Midland keeps you growing with solutions. It was a 14-0 game at halftime, but the second half was when the Central Grizzlies really took control. Their quarterback threw 2 touchdown passes and also ran for a touchdown. And that was it. Separation on the way to celebration. 35-7. You're watching Friday Night Rivals. Welcome back to the postgame wrap-up, sponsored by 5150. Drink it, wear it, live it. Getting ready to toss it down to Kevin Miller with the presentation of the Donald P. Dick Player of the Game Award after this 35-7 victory for the Central Grizzlies over the Bullard Knights in the Division I semifinals, sending Central to the championship game. We haven't said that much in the last few years. Send it down to Kevin Miller now. Kevin?
I am here with the winners of the semis en route to the championship of the D1 Valley title, the Central Grizzlies. Hey, I gotta say, Friday Night Rivals missed y'all. It's good to be back with you. And it's good to be back with Coach Biggs. Here we go, Coach Biggs. What do we got to do from now until Friday to get this title?
We just got to stay focused, keep worried about getting better every single day, and play our best game on Friday.
All right, Friday's the day. And then, of course, we've got our player of the game, our Mr. Cool player of the game, because this game is as cool as ice. That goes to number 8, QB1, Jamison Silva. 2 TDs in the air, 1 on the ground. Jamison, what makes this team so special?
Oh man, we're loaded all over, offense, defense, best coaching staff. Everybody buys into the program. It's amazing, all around, amazing.
All around effort, and of course, we need some final parting wise words. What do you have to tell all the world?
Let's go Grizzlies!
Let's go Grizzlies! Jamison, congratulations! Is it all right if we come back next week? I said, is it okay if we come back next week? Let's go Grizzlies! Let's go! And we'll be back with more post-game wrap-up right after this. Central High next week. Let's go.
Welcome back, everybody. 35-7. Again, the final score. The Central Grizzlies are getting ready to go to another Valley Championship game 1 week from tonight. To be able to see it right here on CW 59. Buchanan, is that the opponent?
Buchanan.
That's
It's
right.
official.
Okay. What do you think about tonight's game?
Very impressed with Central turning up the notch. They sputtered a little, but then they showed the true form of a champion and battled back. And I think Silva turned it up his game, and the rest of the team followed. But it was Conley that set the tempo. Ricky Correa is a man. Him and Jacob Jones, they are something you've got to circle on your chalkboard.
I want to thank Don Smith for joining us in the booth. Now you can see why we can see everything so much better up here, right?
Oh,
never make a wrong call.
Never do.
Thank you again for being here, and thank you for being here. We'll see you 1 week from tonight. Good night, everybody.